Hello guys, should we say like meow guys, Crispy here and welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, we're gonna be testing the minimum requirements and finding the actual minimum requirements of Stray, Jack's game. So let's go over the minimum requirements first. The game asks for an i5-2300, 8GB of RAM and a GTX 650 Ti or R7 360. What I have here is the i5-2320, which is a couple of hundred megahertz faster than the 2300. I also have the 8GB of RAM and I have the R7 360 GPU. I don't have the 650 Ti, but I will also test other GPUs to try and find out the actual minimum requirements of the game, if these don't provide like the 30 FPS 720p low experience. So let's get into the game now, shall we? Alright, here we go. Let's go over the settings. First, we're getting like 40 FPS around here, which is not really that impressive, honestly. 1080p, 100% resolution scale, motion blur at 0, of course, and the low settings, because it's the minimum requirements after all. We got a bit of a cutscene here at the start, and we're getting 40-something FPS. That looks pretty nice indeed, although I can see a lot of noise whenever I move the camera around. You can see around the cat. Yeah, that's very apparent. It's trying to simulate fur, maybe? I don't know. FPS-wise, well, I guess this is kind of a little bit of an intensive scenario, I would think, at least, comparing to other games, because we got some vegetation around us, and some rain effects, and fog, and yeah, it's looking alright, and it's also performing alright. We can... Oh my gosh, that's so cute, actually. Holy crap. What? What's up, buddy? What's up? Oh, that's nice. Okay, I just turned the sharpness to the lowest because maybe that gets rid of the noise. Not really, the noise is still there and it's very noticeable. Damn, okay, I don't really like that too much. What about maximum sharpness? Yeah, no, it's pretty much the same thing. The noise isn't really going away. I'll keep it on the default medium sharpness or middle of the road sharpness right there. All right, let's apply that and let's continue this. Can we get out of here now? That's probably not a good idea to jump right away, right? Let's interact with the other cutie cats. Yes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. They're... Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute, this game. You can actually clip into them, though. That's all right. The cuteness of the cats is just perfect, and every bug is excused just because we got some beautiful looking cats. Look at that. Oh yes. Okay, anyways, how do we get out of here? I would think it's not through the door, right? Because we are cats. In a normal game we could probably go to the door there and open it, but nope. Should we sleep with the other cats? Alright, maybe that's what we're supposed to do here. Oh, it's dropping so much. 20s. At least it's still a cutscene, you know, but yeah, that depth of field is pretty intensive apparently, or maybe the model up close. Also, the CPU utilization is around 50%, so I wonder if a dual-core Celeron from the same architecture as this would actually be capable of running it. I'm gonna try it out a little bit later in this video. It's probably a very bad idea, but I just want to see. You know, we need to know the actual minimum requirements, right? I like that it starts in these very green environments with a lot of trees and vegetation, because, again, it's pretty intensive on the GPU usually, these scenarios. And it's getting around 30, still dropping though, so if you really want to stay above 30 frames per second, you will probably need to drop that resolution scale slider, or the resolution itself to like 720p or something like that. But let's play around with these FPS for a little bit. Yeah, okay, as you can see, 20s. Yeah, I'm moving the mouse around. Maybe with a controller it would be a little bit better actually. Left alt to meow. Oh my... Oh, so cute, dear Jack, you're so cute. Okay, we can start jumping around and stuff. It looks really gorgeous on low settings, though. I'm curious to see how it looks at higher settings with higher-end GPU. Yeah, I guess the minimum requirements are actually pretty accurate, because at 1080p minimum settings, well... It's kind of rough here, but it should be good for a 30 FPS average experience, and if that's what you're aiming for, it's possible. Let's drop down the resolution scale to like 80% to try and stay above 30 FPS. In a game like this, you don't really need 30 plus FPS all of the time, honestly, because you're a cat. I don't think you need very quick reactions. It's just more of a chill game, in my opinion. Although I have not seen anything about it yet or played it, so yeah. But so far, it's really, really nice, even with some drops below 30 FPS. And here, well, yeah, with some resolution scale adjustments, you can play the game at 30 plus. You know, the 650 Ti should also perform around the same as this. That's why, oh my god, so much stuttering. That's why they put it alongside with this GPU. What the hell is happening? Is this the VRAM being bottlenecked? I think so. The VRAM is maxed out right now. Maybe it's the CPU. I didn't really notice the CPU usage there. Ooh, it's definitely not the RAM. The RAM is under control. So there's that. Oh, nice. We're cats, so we can actually fit everywhere, basically, because cats are liquid, right? All right, okay, let's go here. Oh, boy. Okay, good stuff. So aside from the stutters, occasional stutters, this seems like it's going to be a pretty solid experience on minimum requirements. And the resolution scale, it doesn't really seem like it's not at 1080p resolution, honestly. So there might be some sort of upscaler, or just maybe the built-in anti-aliasing is doing a really good job. What? Oh no! We're leaving! Come on, Jack! No, Jack! Meow! I'm fine, guys! I'm communicating! Oh my gosh, the Jack's communicating everything. This is beautiful. Oh no, I'm hurt! Look at that! Oh, that's sad. Alright, now we can't really run. And we're getting 50s. I don't like to get 50s. I want to see worst-case scenarios more often. No, no, Jack, you can do it. You can do it, buddy. Please. No, not there. Not in the puddle of water. Oh, boy. Why the heck is that bag moving? What the heck is that? What are those things? Oh, I think I've seen those in some image of the game or something, like in the Steam store. Yeah, that's kind of weird, and I don't like that too much. But it seems like our boy Jack is up and running again. Everything is fine. We can start counting the FPS again because there are no more cutscenes. And this just opened up. Missed jump. What? I missed a jump? Oh, no, yes, I did before. We're fine, guys. We just wasted one of our 9 lives, so everything is okay. Can I get, like, inside of boxes and stuff? I know cats love that, so maybe that would give us extra HP or something. What is this? A run? Let's go out. Okay. Route to you two. Very, very, very cute. There are those things again. Jesus, Jack, just calm down. Jeez. Oh, boy. Okay, now we gotta run. All right. We actually clip into them, so that's fine as well. Why are these things after me, and what are they? Why are they here? Holy crap. Is there an army of them after me? They're bringing a chair and everything. Ooh, we gotta go this way, Jack. Okay, we're good, buddy. We're good. 70s. The 60s, actually, most of the time. 80s now. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh. Meow, yes. Meow at them to get rid of them. Oh my god, what the frick is this? Okay, alright, we're good. We're good. No, no! Get out of here. Get that. Oh, I need my friends. I need Jack's friends here to help me. You're missing everything, guys. Haha, get wrecked. Alright, let's go. We should probably be safe now. Yes. Alright, 69 FPS average. See that? That's actually perfect for the R7 360 here. So you can see that I have here the Celeron G550. Wonderful CPU. Not really. It's a 2-core, 2-threaded CPU. And it kind of sucks. I made a video testing it in a lot of games with a GTX 1080. And I don't remember it properly. But maybe none of them were playable. I don't know. I'm showing you the desktop now. So you can see that we changed the CPU here. Celeron G550. Alright, you can see that the CPU usage is already pretty high just in the menu, but we still could launch the game absolutely fine. 720p, same settings, 100% resolution scale. Right, so it's taking way longer to load. I have been here for a minute and a half already. Oh, it finally did something there. The FPS changed a bit. Okay, this might have been too far on the CPU side of things. We should probably go back to like an i3 second gen. That's 2 cores and 4 threads. That should be playable still, but this is not playable whatsoever. It's too much stuttering here, guys. The CPU is definitely the bottleneck right now. and it's causing the FPS to be really, really low here. Even at 720p, you know, this GPU could actually get 30 plus all of the time here in this area, but this CPU is at 100% usage, and it can't do anything. Dual cores with 2 threads are out of the question. We gotta move to an i3. Let's go. Now we got the i3-2120, same generation, 2 cores, 4 threads. You can see it here in the desktop as well, installed in the system. Same settings, still 720p, 100% resolution scale using low settings, and with the same GPU, the R7 360, which again, I really think it's very adequate for minimum requirements in this game. So they actually nailed the GPU requirements, but not so much the CPU requirements, because yes, we are CPU bound, and it's probably stuttering just a little bit more than with the i5, but this is still playable in my opinion, right? I mean, yeah, the GPU utilization isn't maxed out anymore like it was with the i5, but the CPU is not at 100% usage all of the time, so it is still pretty playable for a 30 FPS plus experience all of the time, and the best thing is, you can even lock the FPS to like 30 and achieve it absolutely fine as well, with even less CPU utilization. Right now, it was going up to like 98% or 97% usage on the CPU, but it didn't really stutter, so that's fine, guys. Yeah, I think we actually found the minimum required CPU to run this game at above 30 frames per second. If you have a Core i3 second generation, feel free to buy the game, because it has no problems running it, as you can see. It feels just like the i5, honestly, guys. Even though it bottlenecks the GPU a little bit sometimes, it feels great, and it feels smooth above everything else. And it would feel even better... I don't know what's up with these stutters, guys. Maybe the game is just loading something in advance, but I don't know. Whenever you have a CPU bottleneck and you lock the FPS to like 30, if you're getting like 40 or something like that, it usually feels better and it will stutter less. We got this. Even looking at the entire city, well, the entire city, just a little bit of a city here, it's solid, guys. What can I say? It is pretty nice. I was not really expecting that coming from the i3, since the Celeron was just so terrible, and physically they have the same amount of cores, of course. Alright. Oh, Jack, it's fine. It's fine. I know you're scared, but we gotta keep going, alright, buddy? Okay. Oh, it stutters, though. Oh, god damn it! I don't know why this happens. Is it because I am looking at Jack from really close to him? No, it's not. So we managed to lower a system requirement here. The CPU system requirement, it doesn't really need an i5 second gen. An i3 is fine. Here we go, the monster has arrived. GeForce GT 710 2GB DDR3, one of the slowest versions of the card. You can check out all of its specs here in Tech Power Up's GPU Z, and we're still running it with the i3-2120 and the 8 gigs of RAM. Holy crap! Okay, well, the 710 absolutely sucks. We all knew that, but honestly, I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. This is still 720p, 100% resolution scaling, low settings, and it's not even in the most intensive area right now. We're still here in the starting point, and it's already almost in the single digits, guys. It drops to like 11 frames per second. It is completely unplayable with the GT 710, unfortunately. Let's drop down that resolution scaling. Where is it, though? There it is. Okay. So what's the minimum? Oh, it can go up, actually, but we don't want to go up. So 50% of 720p is 360p. Wow, holy crap. It does not look like 360p, guys. It is definitely using some upscaling technology in this game. Yeah, for sure. When you move around, you can see some pixels, maybe sometimes, but it's so damn good looking. Like, this is 360p. How is this 360p? Yes, it's super blurry, of course, but, you know, it looks way, way better than the actual resolution that it's running on. So, props to the developers for making such a good algorithm in the upscaling tech that they're using. Still looks a bit like FSR 1.0, but whenever you stop, it kind of starts reconstructing the image a little bit. Look at that. Look at the cat right now. Look at Jack. He's looking so much better than if I move around and stop for a second. right? I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, that's terrible. That's really bad. Even if you can get 20 FPS most of the times when you're playing the game, I don't think you should, because the cutscenes are just gonna be all messed up. It's gonna break your immersion completely, as well as the graphics. You know, the graphics are pretty impressive for the actual resolution that it's running on, but they look kind of bad still. Yeah, the 710 disappoints once again, so maybe like a 650 would be the actual minimum requirement GPU for 720p. GeForce GTX 650, this is the 1GB model. It's from EVGA, it looks very slick in my opinion. It does require a 6-pin power connector like the R7 360, and let's do this. You can see it here in the desktop right now. GPU-Z is showing all of its specs. Again, 1 gig of GDDR5. Back to somewhat decent FPS in this menu, guys, and back to a normal resolution, 720p, 100% resolution scale, same lowest settings. Now we'll definitely see if the VRAM is actually a problem. If it starts stuttering like crazy, it's probably because of the 1 gig of VRAM. Anyway, let's go here and let's do our little missions once again. Hello, Jack's friend. Also, is it looking worse? Some of the textures, are they looking worse? I don't know. Maybe because of the 1 gig of VRAM, it's looking a little bit worse. I don't think it looked like this on low settings with the R7 360, guys. Cutscene time. Ooh, okay. So during these cutscenes, it still drops immensely, guys. 15 frames per second. Maybe it can be playable if it doesn't have a ton of stuttering and input lag, but I doubt it, guys. It's really close to 20 frames per second. I thought the 650 would do better. Maybe you actually do need a 750 sort of minimum as a required GPU, or the R7 360 or the 650 Ti, because those GPUs, well, they all perform like the 360 anyways. We still can lower the resolution scale. Let's see, like 70% of 720p. Is it enough to put us above 30? No, it is not. I think the problem here is the VRAM, guys, because it's not really making too much of a difference if we lower the resolution scale, right? Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, so we are definitely VRAM bound at this point. The 1 gig is not enough on this 650. Maybe with the 652 gig it would be possible to play this game at 30 FPS or so, but it could also be the bandwidth of that VRAM, because the 650's bandwidth is not really that great, guys. Actually, let me see this. Can I drink the water from here? Yes, I can. Look at that. So cute. It's only in this area as well where it's gonna drop into the 20s very often. Oh boy. So maybe in the city it could be playable. And also in terms of RAM requirements, 8 gigabytes might be a little bit too much, but if you want to be like watching a video or on Discord or something like that, multitasking basically, you will want those 8 gigs. As you can see, the RAM usage can go up to like 5 gigabytes, really close to 6. So it's good that you have that extra headroom of 8 gigabytes. If you have 6, it will probably still be playable. Finally, for the last test, 6 gigabytes of RAM. I got the 4 gig installed and the 2 gig that I'm installing right now. And we can see it here in the desktop as well. 6 gigabytes of unknown RAM, which is DDR3, by the way. I know it. 1333 megahertz, and we're still using the 650 and the i3. If it stutters a lot, it's definitely because of the RAM. If it's basically the same thing as we've seen with the 650 test, we know that we can actually play the game with 6 gigs of RAM as well. Same settings, 720p, 50% resolution scale. Look at that, 30s, not bad. 4.4 gigabytes of RAM usage right now. It went up by a little bit in the cutscene, by the way, but it didn't stutter or anything, so it's fine, I guess. Okay, so 30s, near 30 FPS. We're still GPU bound, so the RAM isn't causing any issues whatsoever here. It's way under control at lower than 4.5 gigabytes of usage, so I think you're good, guys. If you have 6 gigabytes of RAM, you can play this game absolutely fine. Now, I gotta say that I am using an SSD, and whenever you run out of RAM with an SSD, things usually go pretty well. In most games, you won't really start stuttering a lot or anything like that. But if you do so with a hard drive, it's gonna be pretty messy. Jack, you can do it. I believe. I still believe. Oh, why do I believe? That always happens. God damn it. And you know what, guys? I am still playing the game, and it's still kind of enjoyable like this. Although it looks like crap because of those horrible-looking textures with 1 gig of VRAM. Although it stutters just a little bit because, well, I guess it's the game's nature. It is still okay, it is still kind of enjoyable, and I think the 650 is still capable of providing some decent experiences here in Stray. That along with 6 gigabytes of RAM and an i3 CPU from 11 years ago actually. Yeah, those textures are definitely not rendering in anymore because of the VRAM. But hey, it is still playable-ish. You could consider these the actual minimum requirements of the game. Yeah, so that's been it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative to you and helpful in some way. Let me know if you're picking up this game with similar specs to these, you know, that we tested today. Also, let me know if you could actually enjoy the game with specs like these and with these graphics, because some people might find this unplayable just because it looks terrible. I certainly could, I think, if I really wanted to play this game like this and I had nothing else. I could do it with these specs, basically. Again, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one very soon. As always, I love you all. Bye-bye.